Live. Hope you had a nice weekend, Memorial Day weekend. I know we had a fantastic weekend here. We had a dual combined party. That was Mikey's graduation, 2-year degree from college, now moving on to UNLV to get his 4-year degree. And Natalie graduated cosmetology and high school. So we had a combined party, and boy, was it fun. You might see some of the pictures on Facebook if you look around. That party went from 4 in the afternoon till 4 in the morning. And boy, did we have fun. Let me pull the chat room, because I know somewhere along here is some kind of a chat room. Let me get that out so we can chat to one another. Live is correct, and then there's a chat room in that live there somewhere. All right, that should do it. And top chat, we'll just break it out for you guys. And now we've got a chat room here. All right. Well, so how's my screen looking, by the way? Is it still working? Am I still live? Because right now I can't actually see what I'm showing you. I'm good? All right. Just want to make sure. All right, so we've got the chat room up. Everything seems to be working. And we need to speak for a little while about what's going on. I'm doing very good, Tom V. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? So I don't know what I'm watching. I'm trying to watch myself, but I got this all messed up. Let me try it again. All right. I don't know what you guys are seeing, but if it's this, it's all wrong. It's probably not this, though. All right, so let's see where we're at. Oh, the weather's fine in Belgium. Nice to hear. Weather's fantastic here in Las Vegas. So, yeah, we had an insane weekend with a crazy party, but one of the attendees of my party, who's a dear friend of mine, was also having a party the very next day, the next evening. So after our party went from 4 in the afternoon till 4 in the morning, the next day we had to go to another one. Woo! I sure am glad to be back in my seat. So we stopped and hit 3 rehabs and a couple of meetings and had some blood transfusions, but we're back to normal now. And I think I can function again. A lot of alcohol these last few days. All right, so of course we're doing Tales from the Pit. I'm going to slowly take you on a journey through my entire career, showing you all sorts of I've got a museum full of artifacts from the trading floor that we used to use every day of our lives. So I will certainly get to all of them. We've got a lot of time to get this done together, kids. We have like the rest of our lives. And I do this almost every day. And I kid you not, the stories are so vast, it'll last forever. But just wanted to mention a little something about AI, which we worked on all of last week. My programmer, Tony, thank you so much, my buddy, came into town, hung out with us for an entire week, and we worked on AI and trying basically to, what would you say? We were trying to turn AI into an AI OMNI-educated young man. And I have to say, let me just title this video for you guys. This is Tales from the Crypt, Pit, of course, episode number 6. So just wanted to make sure I labeled this in case anybody shows up. They won't actually see what we got going on here. All right, that should do it. So I'm going to give you my my experience on what happened in the last 6 days with AI. So I bring my programmer in, and I'm a programmer from way back in the 80s. So is Tony. We know what we're doing, especially when it comes to programming for trading systems and such. That's not new for us. You know what I mean? I was there from the beginning when computers didn't exist, when they first started getting invented, before trading programs existed. I helped write all that stuff in the 80s and 90s. I get this stuff, right? We thought AI would get it too. So we feverishly worked on AI and told it, okay, AI, here's what I want from you. This is what I would look for visually. I want you to show this to me. And AI has ChatGPT 3.5, 4.0, whichever you want to use. It's the common one all of us get to use. So if you have a question, right? How many colors are there in the world? Enter it in, AI will spit out the proper answer. When you are writing from a program to ChatGPT, you can't write directly to that engine. You have to write to what's called the Web API. Okay, so you write to the Web API from your program, and your program says, Web API, here's a question. Would you please give me the answer? And your program shows the answer. Should be simple. Question, web, AI, back to your program. So your program says, AI, here's a question. Thanks for the answer. Gives it to you in your program. Well, Web API is what your program has to write to. It is not allowed to write to ChatGPT 3.5. So we write to Web API and we ask it some basic questions, and it comes back with incorrect answers. I swear to God, I am sitting with a mathematician who spent his entire academic career excelling in math. He's a genius in math who likes programming on the side. So he's really good for AI. And we sat together, and I'm no slouch with programming or math myself. Now, I'm not like Tony. The guy's way above me in math. We asked the same question in set theory. We asked it in, we tried it in algebra. We tried it in simple arithmetic. We tried it in just writing sentences. Okay, AI, I have this, I have that, show me this. We tried every way you could think of. Then we got really, really stupid and went kindergarten on it, and we were still getting incorrect answers from Web API, although ChatGPT was giving us exact correct answers. Back and forth we went. All right, wrong answer in API. It was AI, but that's the one that you write to automatically. Right answer from ChatGPT. How is this even remotely possible? Now, all I'm thinking is, what if we were writing something that's so sophisticated that we weren't sure what the answer was, but we were going to believe what AI spit out? It was incorrect for 6, 7 days in a row. Days and nights. Incorrect, incorrect, incorrect. We brought it down to the most simplified mathematical equation. Is yesterday's low higher or lower than today's low? And some of those were coming up right, and some of those were coming up wrong. I swear, I was like, oh. Does anyone realize that AI daydreams and puts out garbage? It really does. It was giving us garbage answers. It was sometimes daydreaming stuff into the math that had nothing to do with what we wanted. Not ChatGPT. That was giving us proper answers. Web API. Now, you can't. There's no way I could take all the commodities and stocks I follow, write a sentence, and drop it into API ChatGPT and wait for an answer, because by the time I could just look with my eyes. I'm looking for a scan to help me. That doesn't help me at all, right? Doing them one at a time, well, what's the difference? I do them one at a time with my eyes. So, Chat Web API, so AI or ChatGPT Web API version is not smart enough, nor as smart as ChatGPT 3.5, I promise you. Again, sitting with a glorified mathematician, scratching his head going, Oscar, that's the wrong answer. And me going, I know, Tony, this is AI. It's giving us wrong answers. I was so excited. So in the end, we wrote a small program just using math, no API, no AI, computers, human, math. It fired off the correct answer every single time. I have the proof right here. I did studies on about 65 markets. They're all listed here. Every one but 2 came up exact using our brains and math on a computer. Once we asked AI to do it, it starts to hallucinate. and it comes up with answers that have nothing to do with the math we're using. Could you imagine? Be careful out there. That's my point. I'm not saying ChatGPT 3.5 will give you the wrong answers. I am telling you, if you are writing code from one of your programs and using the API, the web API for AI, don't use it right now. It is hallucinating. It is coming up with bad answers. Living proof. I spent an entire week scratching my head wondering, how could this even be possible? And then what we would do is put the question in API and put it in ChatGPT, which is the same company, same engine, same everything. For some reason, different answers. And I swear to you, we would hit the button at the same time and get two different answers using simple math. How could it be wrong? I mean, we were using simple math, literally simple math problems it was getting wrong. So I don't know what to tell you, cats. I will tell you this, web API is not ready for us yet. ChatGPT is a little smarter. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you in case you're looking to build something. It's an absolute truism. Ask my buddy Tony. Spent his whole life excelling in math, top of his class. You know what I mean? Graduated top of his class in college. Been using math his whole life, and he scratched his head like I did and went, wow, I can do this math on a calculator or with a pencil and paper and be right every time. AI's right, it's wrong, it's right, it's wrong, it's inconsistent. Well, how do you build a trading system on an inconsistent answering device, right? We're some time away from turning AI into Omni, I promise you. But we gave it a really good go. I think it is possible when they allow us to have access to ChatGPT and no longer web API. I think it will be possible to get a little closer to what I'm looking for. By the way, not to scare you, I was never, ever dreaming of trying to create an Omni that can be picked up by AI and shown to everyone. I was just creating a scan so I could go, all right, listen, AI, there's 300 markets. Would you come back to me with 50 that makes sense? That's all I was looking to do. Need to change to live chat mode. Am I not in live chat mode? How do you do that? I wouldn't know how to do that. Do you know how to do that? Can someone tell me how to go to live chat mode? No, I think I'm seeing everything. I think I am.
It's up to the current.
Oh, so maybe there's a live chat happening. All right, so I click the arrow next to the top of the chat. Live chat. It's the same. I don't see any difference. All right. Hopefully I did something different for you cats. I changed it. Oh, you got an ES, huh? Well, very good. Well, Omni said you can buy deep dips today. We're long. NASDAQ at 12,290. We're up 5 points. Well, depends on where you got filled. You could have been filled at 14,310 down to 14,290. Somewhere in between you were filled. So that's what we're looking at. Hasn't gone anywhere since we got in. One of those days. So Jay Reardon, it's done. Done. Anyway, do I short the market? You know, Rob, there's Rob in my trading room asking a question, my live trading room. Rob, is long, short, what's the difference? I mean, is there really a difference when it comes to short-term trading? Long, short, doesn't matter to me as long as the Omni sets up and gives us an arrow. You know, because we're not holding positions past each one session at a time, long or short to me is just another trade. Doesn't matter. So yes, of course I would go short or long. Listen, I and the Omni, we are market sluts. We are total market whores, I promise you. I will go long, I will go short, I will sleep with the bulls and bears at the same time, I'll do spreads, I don't care. Me and the Omni, we have zero loyalty to this market or an arrow. If it's going up, so are we. If it's going down, so are we. I don't have loyalty to the bulls and the bears. Total market slut, I promise. All right, so let's get back to Oscar, why the hassle trying to log into the chat room today? Trades, I never had a chance to even send your email off to Dano to fix anything. It had to be on your side. So Trades is saying, Oscar, I had trouble getting into your chat room this morning. But I have to tell you, Trades, it was on your end. We did nothing, and now you were able to get in. So it must have been on your side. So now I'm writing in 2 chat rooms. This is great. I love it. Do I include volume analysis in my AI model to reveal herd versus smart money? So if you ask me, volume shows up in the chart movement. So yeah, you can use volume if you want to, but in all honesty, the volatility and velocity of each daily bar kind of lets you know if it had more volume or not than the day before. So I don't actually include the actual volume figures into what I'm doing. I just keep an eye on volume. If that helps, hopefully you're hearing me. All right, so let's see. We have some stories. Let's see where we can go with this. Being that we start, I just wanted to get this AI stuff out to you because I spent almost 7 full days beating my head against the wall on something that would not actually give me the proper answers. I like it, Big House. So, in all honesty, I didn't get wise enough. So, Big House says, when is Oscar going to admit he bought Bitcoin back in 2019 and is retired and just does this YouTube thing because he's bored? So, I will admit, I had a friend come to me. Oscar, I see you have an opening for the program. I said, yeah, I need a great programmer. All right, I'll program for you. This is in 2019-ish. Yeah, 2019, 18, 19. I'll program for you, but you got to pay me in Bitcoin. And I said, you know what, kid? It's 25-year-old, it's 20-year-old kid. I said, I can't pay you in Bitcoin. It's so new. I haven't accessed it yet. I mean, it was brand new. It was 30 cents. I said, I haven't accessed it yet, so I'll pay you in cash. You buy your own Bitcoin. I'll learn about Bitcoin eventually. I'll get smart. He says, all right, Oscar, that's great, but here's what I'll do. Your job's going to take about 2 months. When I finish programming for you in those 2 months, I'll make sure your program works. I'm going to leave and go with another company who promises to pay me in Bitcoin, not dollars. So, Jeff, if that's what you want to do, being that Bitcoin's so new and I haven't charted it enough to understand it yet, I'll let you do what you want. So he stays with me for 2 months, builds me a great program, and disappears. 5 years later, and the program was fantastic. 5 years later, my nephew Michael runs into him. And he sees him on the street and says, hey, Jeff, how are you? And Jeff goes, oh, my God, remember that Bitcoin Oscar didn't want to pay me in? I'm a retired guy. I travel the world for fun. I'm a millionaire. He was 25 years old. He was 24, going on 25. I met him at 20. I went, okay, I get this Bitcoin thing. Maybe it was 2016. Maybe it was. So I started analyzing it, coursing it out. And I started buying at 12,000. I bought them at 12,000, 15,000, 17,000, 19,000. I did a target for 35,000. It went right to my target, cashed out. We have since done another target. 3 years, 1 month, Bitcoin will be 85,000. So I'm long again at an average of probably 27. Right about here, I'm probably long. A whole bunch of Bitcoins from 14 all the way up to 40. So we'll see where those go. All right, so mentioned the AI story. Just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. We talked a little bit about what's happening right now, but this is supposed to be Tales from the Pit. So we can kind of go back to the trading floor. If I can think of where we left off, I think I was a clerk working for Dominic Orciello. Became his ring clerk in gold and silver. Mostly silver at the time. Both, but mostly silver. Ah, yes. And it was time for me to start proving that, yeah, bad kid, bad neighborhood, bad breaks. I'm a really smart guy. I am a go-getter, and I'll blow away anybody behind me on this trading floor that started with me. I'll make all these kids look stupid compared to me. They're my age. I'll destroy them. Why? I got grit. I am going after the world. I don't care what it takes. I'm climbing out of my hole. This is my attitude. 18 years old on the trading floor. Start on the floor with a bunch of rich guys. So some of the things that I was kind of handy at was things like this. Hey, Oscar, they would challenge me, right? I'm new. I'm just 18 and a half, making my way through the trading floor. I had a job with A.G. Becker Kipnis that was going nowhere. Took a job with Dominic Orciello. Now this job's got potential, and I'm fresh and new on a trading floor where these guys are just stupidly loaded, don't know what to do with their money, never had it before, so it's new money, which turns into no money very quickly for a lot of people. It's that kind of environment, right? It's not quite what you'd call blue blood money up there on the trading floor. It's new blood money, scary money. So lots of insanity going on, but one of the things that is happening on the trading floor at all times is there are rules. You can't bring food on the trading floor. No food, that's it whatsoever. No food, can't have food. All right. Hey, get this guy Mike. I'm not Oscar yet. This badge didn't exist. I never chose the name. You'll find out why I'm Oscar eventually. So, hey, get Michael over here. Michael, come over here. Yeah, what do you got, boss? Do you think you could sneak food on the floor? Man, I can do anything, boss. You want it done, I'll do it. All right. I want you to bring 500 hot dogs up here and give them to half the floor. Everybody, I want everyone eating hot dogs. You want me to give 500 hot dogs? You mean, you want me to go downstairs out to the street and go to a hot dog stand and go, hey, buddy, let me have 500 with mustard. Is that what you want from me? Because I want you to pull 500 hot dogs onto this trading floor. What the hell, boss? I'll do anything. Why not? So I go down to the trading floor. I leave the trading floor. Hey, just a moment. We've got trades in my other trading room. Would someone help him out, guys? I can't do everything. Between you and Dana, would someone let trades know what's going on here? Mike, are you in here? All right, so I'm alone. All right, let me just take care of this. Trades. Mike, would you please take care of this for me? Type there. Could you let him know that he should be typing to me on YouTube and not in the trading room? Thank you. So, all right, boss, I'll go downstairs and get 500 hot dogs. Why not? Well, first of all, you're not going to get 500 from one wagon, right? Who's going to be carrying that? So I go downstairs and I go, today is going to be your day, boss. Why? How many hot dogs you have in there? I don't know, a couple hundred. Good, I want them all. All of them. Mustard sauerkraut. Every single one. Wrap them up to go. And he goes, all right. Starts working. As he's working on his, I go across the street. How many hot dogs you got? 200? Good. 250? Good. Wrap them up. Mustard, ketchup, whatever you want to put on them. Wrap them up to go. In the end, I got about 560 hot dogs from 4 wagons, 2 shopping bags full of the most stinkiest hot dogs on the planet. You can smell this from every direction. How the hell am I going to get these on the trading floor? There's guards at the top of the elevator. There's guards at the top of the steps from the write-up room. How are you getting food up there? You know me, I'm going to work this out one way or another. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. I call one of my clerks, one of my friends. I go, hey, here's what we need to do. We need a diversion. I call my friend Kenny, in fact. Was Kenny around? No, it wasn't Kenny. It was a different guy at the time. Maybe it was Kenny. It's hard to remember. I'll have to have Lisa come in and help me with the little details. So I call one of my buddies. Doesn't matter what his name is. I said, listen, I got to bring these 2 bags full of hot dogs in. There's no way I'm getting past the guard. You got to create a diversion. I need you to come upstairs to the 7th floor. 8th floor is the trading room. 7th floor is the write-up room where all the clerks are matching trades. Above that is the trading floor. Everyone's screaming and yelling. At the bottom of the steps from the 7th floor to the 8th floor is a guard. We can get him out of the way. I can run with hot dogs. So, of course, I meet my buddy on 7th floor where nobody can see us. And I go, all right, go over to where the guard is and just do something to create a diversion. Anything. Start a fight with somebody, a pretend fight, scream fire, anything, boss. Just make the guy turn his head so I can run past him. Oh, my friend runs up there, and I forgot what he did. He did something really quick, made some noise. Everybody turned around, and poof, I walk up a quick flight of steps. There I am on the floor with 2 bags of hot dogs. The next thing you know, a minute later, there's 540 of us eating hot dogs on a trading floor where no one's allowed to have food. Everyone can smell it. It turns into a big joke. Who made this happen? Nobody knows. My boss thinks I'm a hero. What a job, kid. You are amazing. You can do anything. And boss, I can do anything. I promise you, I can do anything. And I'm the type of kid, if you want me to learn something, you teach me once, it's embedded. You do not have to expect to teach me twice. I will never make the mistake more than once. I make a mistake once, you show me what I did wrong, we move on. I'll never make the mistake again. That's the type of person I am. Teach me. So I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm 18 and poor. Somebody better pick me up under their wing. So about a month later, it's time for pizza. These guys want me to bring pizza onto the trading floor. Pizza, I swear to God. Boxes of them. How am I going to do this? You know me, I'm going to figure it out. I think on this occasion, I actually took the elevators up. There were no cameras or anything. I took the elevators up. If I remember right. Oh, yes! Outside. I made somebody do something outside in the concourse, which got Jackson's attention, the guard, and he walked over to the window, which was across the trading floor, and when he walked over to the window, there I was with 20 pizza pies. 10, well, I don't know if it was 10 or 20, I don't remember. I get him on the trading floor, everybody's eating pizza, guards are trying to figure out who is this guy that keeps doing this. And then the seriousness takes place. It is more fun, but check this out. This will be my last story before I let you go. I'm not going to mention who, and I'm not going to mention the reason, but a really, really, really big market move takes place, and I'm asked if I can get into the trading floor on a Saturday and come home with a trading clock, a timestamp clock. In other words, you got to stamp a ticket. When this person calls, stamp the ticket. When you write the order and repeat it back, you stamp the ticket. It goes out to be filled. When it comes back and you repeat it, you stamp the ticket. So that clock is necessary. If you're doing any trading, that clock is part of everything that you've traded. If it's not stamped at the right time, you've got a problem. Now, I don't understand the business well enough, but I do understand that getting that clock off the trading floor is A, not legal, and B, just about impossible. Well, C, whoever needs it, it's not for a good reason. But if I can get this done, I'm really in good stead, right? If I can get this done, I mean, who can break into the exchange and come back with a clock on a Saturday? Who can do this? Me. How am I going to do it? Check this out. I grabbed my buddy and his wife and my wife, Lisa. You can ask her this story. Absolutely true. I don't say a word to them. I put them in the Vista. I put them in my car. Whisk them into Manhattan. Now, right next to the trade centers, connected to the trade centers, you can come into the exchange through the front doors or through the Vista Hotel. So if you want to go to the exchange, you can come in on West Street, walk through the Vista, go up the elevators at the exchange, or you go through the front doors, go to the exchange, and leave through the Vista Hotel. The Vista Hotel is a 5-star, very expensive hotel, downtown Manhattan, connected to the World Trade Centers. So I'm thinking the whole way in, I go over the bridge. I'm thinking, how am I going to get this clock? How am I going to get in? There's guards at the top of the steps. How do you get past them? If you do get past them and you get the clock, how do you get past them again to get out? But I'm not going to stop. So I drive, pull up right in front of the Vista Hotel, and I say to my buddy, you come with me, ladies. Stay here and watch the car if you don't mind. Go in through the Vista, take all the steps, get to the 7th floor, get up the stairs, and I get in through the back door, 7th floor, but there's only one way in, and once you go back out, the alarm's going to get. It's one of those one of those things where you hit the button, the alarm goes off. You can get in, but you can't go through it the other way. So I get in, and I know we're dead once we're in there. There's no way out. So I get upstairs. The guard's at the elevator. We're all the way across the floor, but we could kind of see his shadow as he's walking back and forth. I get this time clock, I unplug it, I unyank it, put it in a bag, and now I'm thinking, oh my God, how are we getting out of here? The guard's right there at the elevator, you can't go back through. All right, about 20 minutes of us being trapped in that spot, I went, okay, I've got an idea, watch this. And I pull the fire alarm. Cha-ching! and the alarm go off, the whole building lights up, water starts coming downstairs in the vista, and fire engines, police, I swear, ambulances, they're everywhere, lining up, pulling up. People, we come walking down, we come all the way down the stairs, not knowing this is going on. We come out into the vista, and it is crowded with people. They're in their underwear and robes. They're all being rushed out. The place is going insane. All of this is because of me. And I just walk right through the whole crowd, like whistling Dixie. Carrying my bag, I get to my car. My car is completely blocked in by a fire truck, an ambulance, police. Everyone's blocking me in. I go over to the fire and I go, "Hey, sir, my car got blocked in. Something must have happened, and you guys blocked me in. Would you move your truck?" "No problem, kid." He moves the truck for me. I pull out. Went home at my time clock. That's a true story. Now, I will deny it to the death if anyone ever questioned me, but I'm telling you that I was able to get some stuff done. So I don't know what the clock was used for or where it went after that, but I delivered it where it was supposed to go, and I was a hero that day. All right, traders, so that's about the end of this episode. I promise I will make it much more exciting as things move along. You have no idea how crazy this is going to get. I kid you not. I think of stuff over the weekends when I'm not doing this, and I go, can I even tell them about these things? Should I even tell them, or will I get in trouble? You guys are going to love it, I promise. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. We'll do it again tomorrow at 1 p.m., finish at 1:30. Thank you. We love you guys. We appreciate your help. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to these. We'll do them every single day. Tales from the Pit. And remember, stop. Well, hold on a moment. Stop. Look at that NASDAQ at 14,330, baby, huh? Long live the Omni. Now we'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Stop, soar, emotions are traders, thank you for tuning in. Of course, you can find me in 30 seconds if you like what you see here. Just come to my live trading room and join me on my free live camera, microphone. I'm always here hanging out with you guys. Really easy. You'd go to livewithoscar.com. Log in or register. No credit cards required. No nonsense. Log in, hit the chat, and come, look, right here, Oscar's chat room, and come hang out with me, all right? I'm here every single day. I'm not streaming 24 hours a day on YouTube, but I am streaming 24 hours a day in my live trading room. I hope to see you there. I will see you tomorrow at 1.